Now we learn about the sowing and the harvesting period of wheat. The sowing and harvesting means sowing means scattering of seed and harvesting means collecting of the crops. So we previously know that wheat is a rabi crop. Rabi crop means which are sown in the beginning of winter and harvested in the beginning of summer season. So now here is written that wheat is not sown and harvested at the same time in the different state of India. Why? Because due to the varying climatic condition that prevails in different part of the states. Now students, we see the different states where the wheat is produced or sown and harvested in different time of the year. Now let us discuss about the states where the wheat is produced in different period of the time. So let us see in the state of Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal, here the wheat is sown in the month of September and September to October and harvested in the month of January to February. So in these states the crop is cultivated in the period of September to February. These are the main states of the Deccan area or the southern part of India. Now we discuss about the states of Bihar. Now we discuss about the state of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab and Rajasthan. Here the wheat is sown in the month of October to November and harvested in the month of March to April. So these are the region mainly located in the in the eastern and the western part of India. Next remains the northern part of India where in Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, wheat is sown in the month of November to December and harvested in the month of April to May. So in this way in different part of India the wheat is cultivated in the different part of India in the different month in a year. So here we can see these are the states of the central and the southern region where the wheat is sown and harvested from September to February. Next to this, these are the states that are present in eastern and western part of India that sown and harvested in the month of April to October to April. So after this, in the northern region of India, the states of Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh, wheat is sown and harvested from the month of November to May. After this, here we come to the method of wheat cultivation. So as we previously know about the cultivation of rice followed by different kinds of methods. So here also wheat also follows different methods for the cultivation. So let's learn. First, the work on the wheat field begins after the rainy season when the land is soft and moist, because it helps the farmer to plow the seeds easily. Here also another way, the field are plowed several times with the help of the tractor and the ox pull leg to make the soil clump free. Next comes the other method, that is, the wheat are sown in the row either by broadcasting, dibbling, and drilling method. The broadcasting method, in which the seeds are scattered in the field by the hands. This is normally done by human. The next one is the dibbling method. In this dibbling method, the holes are made in the field, as we know, and the rice seeds are dropped at a regular interval. And next one, that is the drilling method. Drilling method, the seeds are sown in the furrow, and the seeds are dropped through a pipe attached to the plow. So these are the methods that also are used for the wheat cultivation. Next one, that is, at the time of sowing the seeds, the soil should have enough moisture. As we know that only 50 centimeter of irrigation is needed for wheat cultivation. So enough moisture is needed for the growth of plants. Next one comes here, that the grains start appearing by the end of February and harvesting begins before the hot summer. As we know, before the hot summer, why? Because as we know that wheat does not exist on the high temperature condition. That's why the harvesting begins before the summer comes. At the time of harvesting, the grain is hard. And the stalk of the wheat plant is brittle. What do you mean by brittle? Brittle means which are easily breakable. Next one, that is the machine such as combine harvester. So what do you mean by combine harvester? Combine harvester is an agricultural machine. It is an agricultural machine that reap, thresh and clear the cereals in one operation. So here it is also written that this machine can do the harvesting, threshing, packing of wheat in one way. So we know here that in South India the crops mature a little bit earlier in the harvesting period is done by hands. And why it is mature early? Because in the South India the summer comes, the winter is short and the summer comes very early. So these are the method of wheat cultivation that are followed for the maximum growth of wheat. So after this, we now discuss about the areas where the wheat production occurs. India is the second largest producer of wheat, next only to China. So China is the first producer of wheat, after which comes the India, that is the second largest producer of wheat. Wheat is grown on 13% of the total crop area. 13%, which means among all the crop production in India, wheat is the 13%, and about 12.4% of the world total production. So what do you mean by world total production? All the production which happens in the world, in this 12.4% is only the wheat. Here in this chart, in the distribution of wheat in India, we can see that first comes Uttar Pradesh, after which comes Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, Bihar and Gujarat. Here we can see that the yield per hectare is decreasing from Uttar Pradesh to Gujarat. So now in the next page, the production of wheat area under the wheat cultivation and yield per hectare have recorded rapid growth, especially after the introduction of Green Revolution in 1967. So what happened in the Green Revolution in 1967? We know that in the Green Revolution, the introduction of HYV seeds, which means that high yield variety of seeds with improved quality of fertilizer and irrigation techniques led to the improvement or increase in the production. So India has developed many variety of seeds which has brought the real revolution in wheat production. So previously we learned that in the green revolution many types of improvement occur in the quality of fertilizer and also in the seeds. In spite of all this, our yield per hectare is very low when compared with China, France, Germany and Egypt. When compared to these other countries, India is ranking very low in very low rank than these countries. Wheat production is confined to northern and northwestern state of India such as Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh. Previously we learned that in these states the wheat production occur, and here we can see that the area, production and the yield of wheat in India, in which areas and from which year the production of wheat decreases or increases. Here is we see from the year of 1950 to 51 the yield per hectare is only 663, whereas in 2014 to 15 the yield per hectare increases to 3140. After this we learn about that the 7 states together account. What are the seven states? The 7 states are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh and Bihar. These 7 states together account for more than 90% of the area under wheat cultivation. In those 7 states, all the 90% of the area is under wheat cultivation. Now, the other states that in which the wheat is also produced, they are Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Karnataka, etc. Now, let us study about the specific states in which the wheat is produced. First comes here the Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer of the wheat in India. So, in the first rank of the states in India, Uttar Pradesh comes first. The factor which helped Uttar Pradesh to achieve this status is alluvial soil. Alluvial soil means the very fertile type of soil which is mainly brought by Ganga river and its tributaries. The irrigation facilities is also available here. The irrigation facilities done by the canals, wells and the tubewells. So, this is one of the reason why Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer of wheat. After this, the main producing area in Uttar Pradesh. So now we learn about the main producing areas where in Uttar Pradesh the production occur in a large quantity. They are Ganga Yamuna Doab, Ganga Ghagra Doab. In these two Doab region, the main producing area of Uttar Pradesh. Wheat production declines towards the east of Varanasi due to the high rainfall and heavy soil, which means in the Ganga Yamuna Doab region near the Varanasi area, the production of wheat declines. Why? What are the reasons of decline? Due to high rainfall and heavy soil condition. As it is a Yamuna Doab region, Ganga Yamuna Doab region, all the alluvial soil are brought from the mountain areas to the plain land. So, here the soil becomes heavy. Here comes Punjab, and Punjab is the second largest producer of wheat in India and has the highest yield of 4577 kg per hectare. Though Uttar Pradesh ranks second, but in Punjab has the highest yield of 4577 kgs per hectare. Per hectare means per areas of land. Punjab has taken the maximum benefit from the Green Revolution. How it is take the benefit from the Green Revolution? This is due to excellent irrigation network. It creates an excellent irrigation network by canals and tubewells during the green revolution. So Punjab has the surplus production of wheat and it contributes to a lot to the central pool. Central pool means in the importing system or the export system. Mainly the export system, it exports the surplus production to the other countries or the other states. So now comes Haryana. Haryana has the same environmental condition as there in Punjab. It has all the type of condition, that is the irrigational networks and also the climatic condition. But the yield of wheat per hectare is second in the India and next only to Punjab. After Punjab of yield per hectare, Haryana comes the second as per hectare of production. Haryana has also benefited by implementation of green revolution in India. This state is also get the profit of green revolution. About 30% of the production of wheat in India enters the national and international trade. We know that the surplus production that a state produce is used in the import and export trade, as it is the national or international trade. The surplus wheat producing state are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, while the deficit states are Maharashtra, West Bengal and Bihar. So deficit states means that it is not self sufficient, and the surplus profit, when it comes a surplus production, when the state itself gets self sufficient in that production, then it gets the surplus production. So the states like Maharashtra and West Bengal is deficit in production, which means it is not self sufficient in the production of wheat. India is both an exporter and importer of wheat depending upon the production. That means depending on the production, it can also import and export wheat from the other countries or the other states. So in this class we have covered the second most important crop, that is wheat. In the next class we learn about the millets. Okay class, thank you.